Creative leaders see opportunity to solve problems and imagine a world that others don't. The top 52 creative leaders. Innovation, vision, progressiveness, originality, and resourcefulness are all characteristics of successful creative leaders. Creativity was ranked the most important leadership quality for success in business. This is why here at Skilltivity, we have compiled and curated the top 52 creative leaders today. Ries comes in at number 44 for leaning out the startup movement. It's barely been a movement. A lot of people starting up companies, and he teaches in his book, The Lean Startup, how to really bootstrap that experience and really so you can scale it to a point that you really need to go. He's very influential, and a lot of those ideas really have permeated entrepreneurs around the world, around the US, to really go forth and really build that business model that's optimal for success.
I come at this not from a capital markets point of view. I'm not a professional investor. I was a tech entrepreneur my whole life. I mean, I was programming computers since I was a kid. And when I got into Silicon Valley, like tech equaled good, right? So tech meant like we're doing something good, changing the world for the better. And I wound up, creating this thing called Lean Startup, and that wound up taking over my life. And I wound up getting to work as a consultant, as an investor, as an advisor with companies of every conceivable size and scale, big public companies, governments, two guys in a garage, everything up to hundreds of thousands of people. So the first thing the evidence that I personally turn to about the problem of short-termism is the lived experience of every freaking middle manager in America. Just go talk to them. If you go work on the front lines of walk into a factory, walk into any kind of boardroom and listen to what the conversation is, do any of those people believe that their company is being successful because of the public markets or in spite of the public markets?
So the Lean Startup came out in 2011, and as you say, became this global movement and allowed me to really have like a backstage pass to the world of business, to travel all over the world, to meet startups and big companies, all of whom were invested in the idea of either, as they scale up, trying to maintain that startup DNA and continue to innovate and find new sources of growth, or in a lot of cases, a lot of bureaucratic organizations trying to purge that bureaucracy, get leaner, get more efficient, simplify, and again, use innovation as a way to drive growth, to drive productivity savings. And the more I spent time with companies of these different industries, different types, different categories, the more I realized that the challenges of these hyper-growth companies has actually had a lot of deep similarities to these established companies that were trying to transform. And it kind of makes sense. No matter how old the company is, no matter how big or small the organization, we've been building organizations to a common blueprint for coming up on 100 years. And many of the challenges we face in the 21st century, that blueprint is not totally well adapted to solve. And so what we need to do is find a new blueprint for what really is a modern company, one that can drive more adaptivity, more agility, more responsiveness to change.
So I hope you enjoyed that. Hey, really insightful guy. A lot of concepts I've taken from him to really follow the path to where I need to go, because you can find a mentor in a book. And it could be that person that really just teaches you something, an insight to really get you to shift your mind and get to the next level. Thank you for watching Skilltivity's Top 52 Creative Leaders. And as you follow our curated list, I provided a resource for you. And it's to help you develop your own creative leadership skills. It's called The Ultimate Guide to Creative Leadership Success. And you can get it for free by clicking on the link below in the description of this video. Also, please subscribe to Skilltivity. We got videos coming, and you want to make sure to follow us as we keep going on this journey. Hit the bell to get notifications of new videos that come. Just know that Skilltivity, we're here to help you move forward in advancing your creative skills. We're always aiming for that. So, from me to you, from Carrington to you, see you soon.